Hey, folks. Well, how's everything going? Well, I might actually be back for a little bit because there's actually like a lot of other stuff that I have to do first before, I truly start this stream. So, yeah, I hope that everyone shows up. Like honestly, hope that everyone would show up here for today. So, yeah, don't worry, I'll be back. Hey, Hassan King. I'll have to be back in a little bit though, cause yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that I had to take care of. So yeah, like I hope you stay. Hey people, how's everything going? This is Nathan Box 64 here. And yes, I am doing a second movie live stream in a row. Of course, this time here on Tuesday, at least in Pacific Standard Time. But hey, how's everything going, Jake? So yes, as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about The Predator, since I have finally seen it. Jim Carrey, I guess the controversy going on with the first few pics that you see of quote unquote Jim Carrey in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and I guess maybe other stuff. Yeah, thanks, Jake. So I think really before we actually delve into The Predator, and I do have quite a bit to say about it, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I got myself a new Blu-ray for Punch Drunk Love from Criterion. Yes, and I believe this is one of the first Criterion releases in Britain, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I wanted to get this for a really long time. Ever since they announced it, I'm like, fuck yeah. And, I finally got it. And to tell you the truth, it was worth it. I mean, well, of course, it's Criterion. A lot of their stuff are worth it. So, I guess that's about it. Yeah. It's time to dive into The Predator. Yes, Punch Drunk Love is the Adam Sandler vehicle. But, well, actually, it's not really an Adam Sandler film. It's actually from Paul Thomas Anderson. Did you see the Captain Marvel trailer? Yeah, it looks good. So, let me just put this text. There you go. Anyway, I might talk about Captain Marvel after I'm done with, this and Jim Carrey. So, anyway, The Predator. Yes, I have seen this movie in theaters probably about Saturday. I'm just gonna, find a good pick to make it suitable. Yeah, I think this might do. So, yeah. The Predator. So, like I said, I saw this around Saturday night when there was nothing else to do. I went out to see it with a friend of mine, and it was kind of a packed theater, kind of a packed house. There was even I don't know why, whatever reason, there were actually some children in the screening. I was just kind of what the fuck? Why? I mean, I don't care if children do show up for R-rated movies, but it's just that it's the parents. It's always the annoying bitchy ass parents that are man, these kids should not watch these kinds of movies. Who cares? But yeah. Thank God the children were not annoying. I really hoped. I really did. But, yeah. So I guess here are my thoughts on The Predator. Here we go. While I do think that tonally and editing-wise, it's a mess. The movie is a mess. But I gotta say this, and I know I might not be the only one who's gonna say this, but I actually like the movie. I enjoy it. I admit. I actually enjoyed this fucking film. Man, parents today suck at taking care of their children. Um, oh god, soccer moms. Oh yeah, those are just as bitchy. But yeah, like I do have. Oh shoot. But yeah, I do have a lot of like there are like problems that I have with with the Predator. Like for one, like the editing, like sometimes the editing the Predator is quite inconsistent. Cuz like there's going to be cuz I could tell there are a few parts where they were clearly edited out just to I guess like please like those freaking Me Too mommies or those Me Too people. I think one of them had to do with like Olivia Munn, or I guess like a scene with Olivia Munn, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, even with that, like you could tell like half of the stuff was clearly edited out for I guess like for pleasing the public and studio purposes. And and like I said like beforehand, like the tone is quite inconsistent. Like there's gonna be like one part where it's just like a very touching moment between like a father and his boy, like his son. And then like later on it kind of just like stops and makes a joke for a second. I get like maybe it was like done for the purpose of levity, but I felt like it could have been done way better. It could have been done a little bit more subtle. I guess in a way that isn't, in your face, if you will. But I can't wait for someone to burn you at the time for saying that. Oh God. I mean, well, honestly, apart from that, like I said, I really did enjoy the movie. It is kind of like, I guess, like if the crew from Con Air were in like the same movie as the Monster Squad, except that the like all the monsters is just predators. Yeah, pretty much. Con Air meets the Monster Squad and Predator. Boom. That's your movie. But like there were like there were some pretty cool kills in this movie, and I'm glad they got an R rated, an R rating, because if this was like PG-13, man, that would fucking suck. It would. And like yeah, the acting was pretty good. Some of the jokes were really funny. I think like the directing, for the most part, like aside from the inconsistencies and tonal shifts, I think the direction is pretty solid. And well, to be honest, I wasn't even bored from the movie, because like there's so many like really shitty movies that can bore me to death, or films that are like incredibly inconsistent will bore me, like Alexander. But no, I was never bored with The Predator. I was, you could say, along with the ride. And honestly, I think that's about it, though, with The Predator. Well, actually, like, the only thing I could say about The Predator is that while I do enjoy it, for what it is, yeah, it's not a movie that I'm going to rewatch. That I'm going to rewatch again. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on The Predator. So now we're going to be moving on to Jim Carrey. So there was like I think a tweet or a post. I don't know. I'm not really into like, I mean, despite the fact that I do have like a Twitter page, I'm not always on Twitter. So like, yeah, so Sonic fans have been really upset that kind of like the first picture that you see from Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman is just like some old fucking hag. Or, you know, like a homeless dude. Or, I guess in my opinion, it looks like Dr. Light. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just, like, show it. But yeah, it's been confirmed that it's actually not Jim Carrey. It's just some other actor. And yeah, I did got a huge laugh out of that. I'm like, oh, God. That's the thing. You gotta love. Oh, there it is. Yes, this is the one I'm talking about. Yep. Yeah, this is actually not Jim Carrey. It's just some. Yeah, I think the guy's name is Frank. Yeah, this just came out recently that. No, this is not Jim Carrey. It's just some fucking old man. Like being filled in. But I guess, like, oh man. Yeah, we're still not going to see any, you know, actual photos or pics of, you know, Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman. And, like, honestly, like, if that's what they're trying to do, sort of hide, like, what they're doing, Mike Pollock is still the best Eggman. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just like reading the chat. I don't see how anybody can replace him. Me neither. That's why he's the only like 4Kids uh Sonic voice actor that's still getting a ton of work from Sega. But yeah, I'm glad. But getting back onto Jim Carrey. Yeah, when I first read or first heard that, this guy is supposed to be like, hey, this is Eggman when he's not really doing anything. Or, I guess some sort of like origin story bullshit. I'm just kind of like, oh man, really? I don't remember Eggman looking that old. But yeah, finally that's been corrected. So, yeah, I'm glad that, people are finally going to shut up about this. But, Twitter. You gotta love Twitter sometimes. They always just, like, keep making, like, these kinds of fucking errors, these kinds of mistakes. Like, announcement, such and such. I love it. I really do. Even even the Eggman in Sonic 06 looks better. Oh god, you mean that fucking Eggman? Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna show everyone what Jake is talking about. Yeah, where's the fucking Eggman from 06? Here it is. God, please do not remind me of that terrible fucking game. Holy shit. Honestly, like, once we do see pictures of, like real pictures of Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, I hope to God it's better than this. Because, what the fuck? Woo! Oh, God. So, I guess now it's time for the upcoming releases for this week. Gotta go to Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know why, but I find the design to be unintentionally hilarious. Same. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I gotta talk about Captain Marvel. Do I? Yeah. So, anyway, I just saw the trailer for Captain Marvel, and it actually looks pretty cool. Like, I'm not really sure. I mean, Brie Larson looks fine in the role, but, I just have to wait and see for that. But, like, everything else, like the visuals, how, like, the story is kind of presented in the trailer, sort of like the exciting bits in the film, and of course Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, Captain Marvel. Yeah, the trailer for Captain Marvel looks great, and that doesn't come out until next year, possibly like before or after Avengers, like Infinity War Part Two. Hopefully, someone should I'll mention that in the chat. Like, does it come out before or after? I'll have to check. Captain Marvel. Yeah, like I said, it looks really good. Yeah, it comes out before Avengers. Okay. So yeah, that's Yeah, that's my thoughts on the trailer for Captain Marvel. Very brief and quite of a fucking, you know, whatever. Finally, we're going to talk about the upcoming releases. Yay! I think the first one I might go with very easily is The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Yeah, if I remember, another new movie from. I really wanted to say DreamWorks, but some people will have to be confused with the DreamWorks animation. Well, it was nice having you, smart person. But yeah, obviously, I'm trying to talk about the live action DreamWorks. You know, not DreamWorks animation. Yes, this movie has Jack Black. Yeah. And guess what? It's directed by Eli Roth. Yes, the Hostel dude. But surprisingly enough, this is actually getting some pretty decent reviews. Yeah, it says that it doesn't come out until October. And I will say, like, from the for what I've seen with the trailers and House with the Clock in Its Walls, God, I had to get used to that title. Yeah, it looks pretty fun. You know, Jack Black looks like he has a really good time in the role, and it's kind of nice to see Kate Blanchett, Kate Blanchett in a movie with Black. Yeah, I think it's kind of like the story about, like, Jack Black adopting a foster kid and sort of like teaches him about like magic and everything because he is a warlock. Like I said, it looks pretty fun. The visuals look pretty good. Yeah, of course, it's Jack Black. Yeah, and I will say, this looks like it could be the best film that Eli Roth has ever directed since the often said mediocre Death Wish remake. Now, how can something happen right now be in the book? I don't know. But yeah, like I said, like, this movie is actually gonna be, this movie is directed by Eli Roth, a man who you never expect him to make, like, like a fantasy movie, let alone a fantasy movie for families. Like for kids or whatever. Because, like, what is the most well known thing about Eli Roth? He usually make films like Hostel or Hostel Part 2. Don't worry, like, Eli Roth kind of directs, films like Green Inferno, Knock Knock, Hostel Part 1 and 2. I think Hostel 3. Like, he usually just makes a bunch of horror movies. Like, occasionally he'll also show up kind of like as an extra or like a small, like, supporting role in Inglourious Bastards. But yeah, like, the most well-known stuff that he directs, it's just kind of like, a bunch of horror movies or gore, splatterhouse films. That's usually like most of his library. Again, like, Hostel Part 1 and 2, Green Inferno. And again, like most recently, he just directed the Death Wish remake. So yeah, I guess like in terms of him being a director for a long time, this could be the best that, this one could be the best that he has ever directed. So yeah, that's House with a Clock in Its Walls. Up next is a Michael Moore movie. And hey, I like Michael Moore. Like a lot of his documentaries like Bowling for Columbine and of course Fahrenheit 9/11, which of course this is pretty much kind of like a callback. Michael Moore's Fahrenheit 11/9. And of course if you haven't like seen the trailers or anything, it's kind of like about like, kind of like the fallout right now with America and all this other stuff. Which I mean, yeah, it's kind of typical for a Michael Moore movie. Or sorry, like a Michael Moore documentary. Yeah, for what I've seen, it actually looks pretty interesting. Like, however, I'm not really going to see that in theaters because, well, one, I don't want to deal with, a fucking, kind of like those political audiences. Hey, want to chat in Discord later? Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Alright, good to know. Yeah. Like I said, I know I'm not really going to see it in theaters because, again, for one, I don't want to deal with people who are, like, extremely left or extremely right, all fucking, like, ultra political type people. I mean, I can't stand them. Because they always have, like, this sort, the kind of like that bias angle. It's like, I am right because, or I am right. But like I said, I am going to see it. Yeah, is it Michael Moore film with Ham? I guess. I mean, he always loves being over the top, so yeah, that's suitable. But yeah, Fahrenheit 11/9. Up next is a movie that I never thought would really get that many, scathing reviews until now. The movie, it's called Life Itself. Yeah, that's literally what it's called. Life Itself. Steamed ham. Yeah, I only know about this movie because, like it's distributed by Amazon. It usually, and I do mean usually, they do release some really great movies, like The Lost City of Sed, or I forgot what was that other movie that they did. I think it was Manchester by the Sea. Like that was a great movie. Yeah, like well, obviously they just only picked this film. Yeah, like for Life Itself, they just only picked it up for distribution. Like they're not gonna lose any money out of it, but yeah, 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, like originally when this was premiered in Toronto, it actually got it got a really scathing score of 6%. Or I think it was like 8%. Like, it got really bad. Yeah, like, beforehand, I guess, like, after that, it just went back up to 24%, and now it's going down to 13. Yeah, I'll just have to wait until it comes out. But then again, I'm not really going to bother seeing it anyway, because, I don't know, it just doesn't look interesting. I've seen the trailers. It looks like whatever. Like, it doesn't really interest me that much. However, the next film here for this, I guess, opening up this week, The Sisters Brothers. Yes, that is the name. Where are the Sisters Brothers? Yeah, I've seen trailers for this movie countless times. One was for Sorry to Bother You. I think second was for The Meg, if I'm not mistaken, because I actually saw like a not commercial, like a trailer for this again when I saw The Meg, and then another one for Operation Finale. And I will say, yeah, it does look pretty good for what I've seen. You know, I really do love me some Joaquin Phoenix. Because Joaquin Phoenix is a really great actor. And John C. Reilly is always great. Shut up, The Meg. Yeah. I see a bunch of memes with like, kind of like the Meg poster, but instead of like the shark, it's just Meg from Family Guy. Oh yeah, Rainn Wilson. I'll be back. I'm just going to grab a bottle of water. All right. But yeah, what I've seen with like the Sisters Brothers, it looked fine. But I'm not sure like if this is gonna come out like in wide release or just gonna be coming out wide release at all. I doubt. I really doubt. But hey, only a man can dream. So I might as well just check right now. Actually, alright, so Box Office Mojo. When does it say about the Sisters Brothers? My guess is that the Sisters Brothers will just come out for about maybe like 3 theaters. Yeah, I'm right. So yeah, 4 theaters. I mean, which is suitable since this is an independent film. But yeah, that's the Sisters Brothers. And I guess last but not least, Assassination Nation. Oh god, that fucking title. I might as well apologize for House with the Clocks in Its Walls. At least that one didn't sound stupid. What do you think of Minions? Oh god, the fucking Minions. Yeah, I'd rather not talk about Minions. So yes, Assassination Nation. Like I said, what a fucking title. Assassination Nation. That sounds like a tongue twister. I mean, I've seen like a bunch of ads, not, I guess maybe trailers for it. And to me, like, the vibe that I got from it, like, here's how I thought about the trailer. Ass Nation. Do any of you guys remember the Tony Scott movie, Domino? You know, like the one with Keira Knightley. It's kind of like, you know, this badass female, or like a rogue, whatever, who's like taking down, I think, Christopher Walken's news station, or whatever. It's been a while since I've seen Domino, but it constantly reminds me of that film. You know, kind of like, insert Tony Scott wannabe. But, yeah, that's pretty much the vibe that I got. I think I made a better title. Oh, God. Yeah, Ass Nation. But yeah, Assassination Nation. I mean, it looks okay. Honestly. Who's your favorite movie reviewer? Fuck. Yeah, this one's really hard for me to think about, like, my favorite movie reviewer. There's so many. I love Oliver Harper. Oh yeah, Red Letter Media is great. I always, yeah, I always watch anything from Double Toasted. Jeremy Johns is pretty good, and I like Chris Stuckman. So like, fuck, I'm trying to think which one is like my favorite movie reviewer. Oh yeah, Smack It's pretty good. Fuck, I think it's kind of a tie. I know. Call me out. Hear me out. I think to me, it's a tie between Double Toasted and Red Letter Media. There, I said it. I don't care like those like crazy Red Letter Media fans say, Double Toasted sucks. All hail, Mr. Plinkett. And I get that. But honestly, I love both. Like those are like my all-time favorites. My all-time favorite movie reviewers. But yeah, for Assassination Nation, yeah, I really don't care. Okay, it looks fine, but I'm just like, who gives a shit? Like, who fucking gives a shit? So, now on to Box Office Mojo. How much did The Predator make? I love Rick Evans. All right. So, The Predator, unsurprisingly, became number one. Yeah, it went number one on a rather slow weekend during September. And I mean, I kind of saw this coming. I mean, for one, it's released during September. I mean, if it ain't like, It or like some other horror movie, like some really huge horror movie that like many people are excited for, of course it's going to be a slow weekend. And plus, The Predator got, like, I don't know, a C plus on CinemaScore, which I guess could reflect it. Predator 2 is happening, boy. Yeah. Okay, so The Nun is still kind of holding it. It had a rather drastic drop of 66%, but yeah, I will say for the next few weeks, it might stick. It might hold on for a little while. Okay, so the one that actually did kind of surprise me a little bit, but I'm glad it's happening, is Paul Feig's A Simple Favor. This could quite possibly be one of the best openings for Lionsgate since John Wick Chapter 2. And from what I've heard, like A Simple Favor, like I said, maybe beforehand, like it's been getting really great reviews. A lot of the people that I know of really liked it. Yeah, it's gonna quickly make its money back. So I guess that's for A Simple Favor. Another film that just, of course, opened that week, White Boy Rick. I got nothing else to say. Yeah. I mean, that's just White Boy Rick to you. Can't really say much. And now the last one. Unbroken 2, Path to Redemption. The redemption that Pureflix really needed. Nope, only at number 10. That's great. Paul Feig, more like Paul's sexual slur. Oh, God. Yeah. But yes, Unbroken 2. Yes, the film that Pureflix was really hyped about to be the one that will break this mold. Of course, being at the bottom of the fucking Hollywood barrel. But guess what? Nope. Still at the bottom of the barrel, Pureflix. This, God's Not Dead 3, and Samson, like, these movies just show that people don't care about Pureflix. They don't. Like, what's the point with all these movies now? There's, like, so much better Christian films that anybody can watch. Like, I honestly don't know what Pureflix really expect from Unbroken 2. Ever heard of 21 Pilots? Yes, I've heard of them. Don't worry, Jake. Yeah, it's Pureflix. They're actually like two words. But I know some people would combine them as one. But yeah, Pureflix is kind of like this low budget Christian oriented studio that makes a bunch of kind of really low budget, low res trashy Christian films without any real heart or effort. You know, it's sort of like they don't really have like a good message, if you will. Like God's like literally in God's Not Dead 1, it's just kind of like, if you're not a Christian, you're a piece of shit. Like, oh my God. Like, that made me angry. Yeah, like, I'm glad, like, so far this year, though. Honestly, like, so far this year for Pureflix, this is just, yep. Reality is kicking in. So, what is your favorite Christian movie? Actually, there's actually quite a few that I could think of. I know there's Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur is really good. The Ten Commandments is classic. I really love Prince of Egypt. Yeah, I don't think Dogma really counts, but it does have some religious themes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's definitely a couple I could think of. I thought Passion of the Christ was really good. Like, even if it is just literally, a bunch of, like, Roman soldiers beating the shit out of Jesus or whatever. I know The Last Temptation of Christ was really good. I'm trying to think what's my favorite. I'm going to go with Prince of Egypt. Like, that one was just a really fucking fantastic movie. And of course, don't get me wrong, the Charlton Heston Ten Commandments movie is also great, but I definitely prefer Prince of Egypt. So yeah, I guess that's all I could say about, like, what's my favorite Christian movie. Guys, remember Kirk Cameron? Oh, God. Kirk fucking Cameron. Oh, God. You mean that crazy ass evangelist? Oh, God. That guy's a fucking lunatic. Oh, yeah. A Danish animator animated the main character of Prince of Egypt. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you talking about, Moses? Oh, God. Yeah, I remember Saving Christmas. That movie was a piece of shit. But you know what? Like, for every Christmas, though, I would actually watch that movie just to laugh my ass off. Like, there's so much stupid, like, insane shit in Saving Christmas. Like, one of them is just, like, two guys, like, talking to each other in a mug. And, like, literally the dialogue is clear, like, it's clearly dubbed. Like, it's all ADR. Yes, I hate everything. Did a review on Saving Christmas. But yeah, Saving Christmas was fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, and Brad Jones. And Brad Jones. Like that was great. Like I only knew, of course, like before the movie came out, I only knew about Saving Christmas is because, well, one, Kirk Cameron, and two, because of some, I guess, like a trailer reaction video from The Amazing Atheist or TJ Kirk. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that. Sorry, I remember that one being pretty good. I guess like the video itself, because like the trailer is just like it's so poorly edited. Like you could tell like the audio was just cut out all of a sudden. Yeah, but that movie though. Oh god. Yeah, hopefully maybe around Christmas I might actually do like a reaction video of me watching Saving Christmas. That'll be fucking great. I am pretty critical of Christian movies. Well, yeah, same thing. I actually like I used to be a Christian though. And of course I stopped being like I know I don't really want to go religious cuz well, I mean this is not like this ain't the channel about religion. All right? Yeah, I guess like I used to be a Christian though, but I mean like we kind of stopped though because like all I mean not because like man everything is going wrong. No, it's just kind of like disinterest. Like we got really like the rest of the family got pretty bored with it. Like there's really nothing else to do by that point. And I guess like by that point I just became an atheist or a non-religious person. Yeah, that's pretty much about as far as I could say. I mean really though, like obviously I don't hate Christians. Like I have a ton of friends who are Christians. They're cool. But obviously Kirk Cameron ain't one of them. Yeah, exactly. Religion is very dangerous. That's why I tried to talk so little about that. I just only talk about like, you know, what movies are shit or all that kind of stuff. That's about as far as I can go with it. So, what do you think? Oh yeah, that's right. The Meg has finally hit a milestone. It is said that the Meg has finally crossed $500 million worldwide. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, wrong one. Here it is. The Meg. $500 million. Yeah, surprisingly enough, Hotel Transylvania 3 made 500 million worldwide, which makes it the highest grossing film in the Hotel Transylvania movies. Did you ever see the video with Kanye West? Yes, I have. I have seen it. I don't mind the song, but I thought the video was pretty stupid. The music video. But yes, the Meg finally hit a milestone. Hotel Transylvania 3 hit a milestone. Milestone. And now Mission Impossible Fallout, if I'm not mistaken, is the highest grossing film in the Mission Impossible series. Hopefully I'm correct. I really hope. Series, yep, Mission Impossible. Well, there you go. It finally saved Paramount's bacon. I love the video, to be honest. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, there are many people who told me, like, they really loved it, and I could definitely see that, but I kind of thought the video was kind of stupid. I like the song, though. I have nothing against it. But yeah, though, like I said, it did save Paramount's bacon. And look at where Paramount's at now compared to Lionsgate. I mean, look at Lionsgate. Yeah. Like I said, like for Lionsgate, this year is fucking terrible. Paramount, though, woo! Keep up the good work. And I guess that's all I have to say for now. I hope you guys have a really fun time. You'll have a really good time with this stream. And maybe hopefully around Tuesday or Saturday. Yeah, I see STX there. Yeah, I've seen STX. Yeah, I have heard of that. Yeah, I heard about the show. But anyway, yeah, I'll have to like leave anyway and move somewhere else. But are these streams normally so short? Yeah, because I guess like there's nothing else that I could talk about because that's pretty much about it. But yeah, I'm really sorry. Like these streams are getting a little bit shorter, but yeah, like I really do hope that you guys have have a wonderful day. Like I hope, and honestly, I do hope that you guys have a lot of fun with the stream. So take care.